Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, AirsoftAL, the Comman's Airsofter, who is in full tack gear to do a Micro Red Dot review. Ladies and gentlemen, you know me as someone who needs optics in order to actually have a better sight picture because his right eye's going out. And when our sponsor today, Feyachi, basically said, hey, we've got a Micro Red Dot we'd like you to check out, I said, okay, how much is the Red Dot? $40.
Excuse me, the fuck did you just say?
I'm not even joking on that. It's even sub $40. A sub $40 Red Dot. And I'm starting to think, okay, you've intrigued me. You've piqued my interest because my current Red Dot was about $30 when I got it from Walmart. However, the price tag is raised to about $35.99. Well, actually, it's $34.99, but it's $35 plus tax. So the big thing for me was, okay, I'm interested. What kind of Red Dot is it? It's a Micro Red Dot. For those of you who don't know, Micro Red Dots aren't exactly cheap in terms of the common man's budget. They go anywhere from $60 to damn near $100. So, when I found out that this thing was basically sub $40, if not $40 flat, I immediately had to get it. I told him, yes, I'd happily review this thing. And the Micro Red Dot in question is not only just the Red Dot itself, but it also comes with a riser, which is currently on my weapon behind my back. And let me tell you guys, this thing, well, if I can actually get it free of my vest, because of course it decides to basically get hung, is this little bad boy right here. Now, the Feyachi Micro Red Dot is actually not bad. Like, the construction's actually good. It has 11 settings for brightness, from dim as hell all the way to bright as hell. There is a nice little bit of reflectiveness right here, which you can have a kill flash put on. It comes with a very nice a rubber cover that actually fully folds over it. It's solid in place, and the riser itself has a little bit of Picatinny, so you can use it for damn near any other optic or even a run cam to get over the iron sights if you need to. That, and you can take the Red Dot right here completely off to put on a, well, basically whatever the hell you want. I'm not gonna lie, I love this Red Dot. However, it's not wholly perfect because when you do get this thing side in, as in the center thing, the left and right knob right here, which of course is windage more or less, when you turn this knob down, it will hit that adjustment knob, that adjuster right there, and will cause it to, well, essentially take the Red Dot and put it over to the right, which means it will take off your center. So when you're sighting this thing in, you're getting it dead center. Put it to the left a little bit, just maybe a couple clicks over, so when you do turn this, when you do cover back up, it stays center when you take it off and put it back on to basically do that. That's the only real issue I've had with this Micro Red Dot. But the question, but I think the question for everyone is, why get a Micro Red Dot? Why a Micro Red Dot? Why in the name of hell would you get something that you see in Call of Duty and even Battlefield, essentially? Well, let me get this fully adjusted. The biggest thing is more or less, well, one, while yes, you're losing eye relief when it comes to actually getting a sight picture to actually get on target, the biggest thing is less weight. Once again, ounces equal pounds, pounds equal pain. And believe me, wearing this with all the magazines and stuff I got on this thing, it ain't exactly, what can I say, comfortable, to say the least. So yeah, that's one way to put it. But no, what I'm trying to say is that less weight on your optic is actually a good thing. You're able to handle a lot more, and you can essentially take your gun and be much more flexible with it, be able to bring it up on target a little faster. And it's not big. Now, I know what you're saying. For me personally, because I need bigger optics to actually see because my right eye's going bad, that is a little bit of a vague statement to basically say, okay, what do you mean by that? What I mean by that is if you don't have a large optic on your gun, it's not going to get hung up on much. I mean, granted, just a little while ago I had hung up on my vest, but that's because this vest ain't exactly tightened down yet, and there's still a little bit of wiggle room in the back here, so a lot of things will get caught. Don't worry, it's going to get tightened down before the Milsim event happens. More info on that coming very soon. But no, in terms of having much more flexibility, and son of a bitch. Okay, so apparently the sight actually has been cattywampus. Let me see what happens when I bring it in a little better. Okay, That's why. Okay, so the sight has been cattywampused. Okay, that's interesting. I did sight in before turning on the camera, but apparently the red dot is now completely to the left. I don't know why. I wish I knew why. Let me see if taking this off and putting it back on will actually help with that a little bit. Let's see here. A little, but no, now the red dot is completely to the left. Okay. So we're going to have to adapt as we can, more or less. So, either way, we'll adapt what we can, because we are losing daylight, so let's just get over it, let's just get on with this, shall we? So, more or less, I'm going to take some shots at the barrels here, with the red dot as is, and I'm going to see what kind of reaction we can get with this. Force of habit to hit the... Yeah, anyway. So, more or less, I'm going to quickly try and shoot the barrel right here, and then shoot the red barrel here, and we're going to see how good we can actually get in terms of a reaction time. So, with that said, let's see what we can do, shall we? Let me adjust you guys a little bit so you're within perfect range. Alright, you ready? Semi-auto. More or less just a semi-auto test. So, here we go. I'm going to be shooting at the black barrel first, then the red barrel. More or less just semi-auto. Alright. And here we go. There we go. It's actually not bad. I am actually getting, even with the red dot being off, the other eye being open, which that is something I think a lot of people have forgotten, is that red dots, unlike traditional optics or even sights, you don't have to have one eye closed. That's only if you want precision shooting. The red dots are more or less meant for close quarters combat, sub 100 feet engagements. Not exactly meant for long range engagements. They're simply meant for a quick reaction time. Just bringing up the optics so you can actually see that red dot and have it right there on your target. Now, I will admit the optic basically being cattywampus and not exactly staying on target, that is a actual issue that I think should be fixed or at least addressed, Feyachi. I'm just saying this as someone who actually has loved your optics, and I'm actually very excited for how they've worked. But, either way though, I'm going to empty out the magazine and we're going to see how quickly I can keep on target. Semi-auto. Not bad as a whole, but once again, that red dot being off-centered definitely affects the way you're going to be able to get on target. I am saddened that it is not as good as it could be, but it is actually good for the price tag that it is. Once again, even with the sighting issue, which I think could be fixed, because once again, this is definitely a good idea for if you need a budget optic. This is definitely well within the common man's budget, and I'll be honest, I will figure out what the issue is with this, and I will probably rock it. What am I saying? I am probably going to rock it for close quarters combat, but until then, the answer for the question is this a good optic? Yes, even with some of the issues it has. Is it good for the price tag? Once again, yes. The construction is solid, and you can just get it for the riser itself, because that riser right there is great for if you have optics that need to be going over front side weaponry, or if you just need something to get over the run cam that you may have in front of the optic. But again, it all comes down to personal taste, and in my opinion, this is a good buy for the price tag. But then again, I am the common man's airsofter who basically helps out budget players. And I'll bet you anything everyone's going to comment in the comment section saying, it's a clone of an Aimpoint. Yes, I know. This isn't about, is it morally okay to buy a clone of something of higher price? No, the question is it good for that price tag? Yes, even with the issues. And for someone on a very shoestring budget of maybe $100 who needs to get an optic and still have a little money left over, yes, this is worth the price tag. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL, the common man's airsofter, who needs to fix his holodecks so I'm not outside in the wilderness where I could be attacked by mutants. Which I'll tell you right now, all the noise I've made probably has attracted a few muties. Yeah, I should probably get inside. Probably get inside the battle bus. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL, the common man's airsofter, who reviews budget optics so you can decide if it's for you. And I will see you all in the next video. Till next time. Later.